Okay, but not all the promises are turning out to be true, and he's had to modify some of them. So does that put his credibility at risk?
Right. His credibility is, you know, the promises were always at issue with this law for the last 4 years. The president made promises and people didn't trust him. And that's why this question of keeping your doctor is so very important. The White House now says, well, that really only applies to 5% of the population. But if you go back and think about when this law was being sold, the president said that over and over again. It was the one piece of information people took in. And that's because it was a message to everybody who had health insurance, people who got it through their employer. And the argument was this: I'm unleashing this chaotic new program, but for you who have health insurance, it's okay. Things won't change. That's what that promise was meant to convey. Now that things are not turning out as the president promised, even people who have their own insurance have worries, and they think that this new law, as it goes into effect, is going to somehow affect them. And that's the real political damage that's possible when these promises don't turn out to be true.
John, as you point out, it's more than just the glitches on the website. It's actually the substance of the promises the president made. As you said, he said no one will take away your insurance, no matter what. Yesterday in Boston, he said for the vast majority of people who have health insurance that works, you can keep it. He made some qualifiers in that new statement, didn't he?
Exactly. And the qualifiers are what's the problem here, is because there were a lot of promises, and all throughout this law the president has said, just trust me, it'll get better. And they were really hoping once this website was launched that you'd have data and real people saying, okay, he was right, it does get better. And so now that that's not happening, that's a problem. And
John, on these new poll numbers by the Wall Street Journal that shows the president's disapproval ratings quite high, his approval rating lowest ever, is this more than just the second-term curse that a lot of presidents experience?
Well, it's a result of a number of things. People think the country's not going in the right direction, and all of the things they see the president doing aren't related to making the country go in the right